Let's see right now, streaming software. Let's go to manage. And get shareable link. GM. Camera is stuck. Don't need that. And let's take video capture. Remove. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's go video capture device. Hopefully, dopely do, neighbor. Looks good to go. And I think that works. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like. All right, higher time frame analysis starting. Let's see, remove all drawings. We're trading NQ today, trying to pass an apex eval. Weekly chart, 50% of this higher wick. We're pushing up potentially. Potential place to turn around here. Consequent encroachment of this wick, just the midpoint. Other obvious level is the high of this wick, but I have an indicator that draws that for me, so I don't need to actually draw it. And you'll see that when we drop down to the daily. So on the daily, this is the high of the week, middle of the week, low of the week. Boom. Daily, I like this imbalance being filled. That's what we came up basically to do. That is this gap plus this gap, just like that. Let's see on the daily what else is interesting. Supposedly we go back down, touching this wick, filling this imbalance. This level could be interesting. Um, let's see here. New day opening gap. We want the other new day opening gaps are right around new week opening gap, which is this blue line, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're just about touching perfectly 50% of this range. So 50% extended, make it bigger because it's a higher time frame. From here down to here, 50%, almost to the tick. So things are set up, and this daily candle is already looking like a pin bar reversal to the downside. So turnaround Thursday. Monday fakes people out. CPI comes in. Boom. Pushes up. Thursday. Turnaround Thursday. We are still in an inefficiently downward moving market. So you see this line? We're in a downtrend based on this indicator. 2 huge days up. Still did not create an inefficiency to get us out of here. So if this candle comes all the way back down, I guess it has to come all the way back down to the new week opening gap, which it could easily do. Well, I won't say easily because that is quite a big range. But we'll still be in a downtrend. So we're in a downtrend. This huge candle, it could be a reversal. You never know for sure, but I'm still going to be leaning towards the short side today. Let's just briefly look. 8 hour putting in a pretty severe pin bar. Topping tail bar here on the 4 hour. 4 hours taking the low, closing down. Let's just cycle through these right quick. 2 hour inside down close in play, working. So 50% of last week is lining up perfectly with the new day opening gap and midnight close. I don't need this trend indicator. I only use it on the higher time frames currently. All right, I got my accounts pulled up and set up. Gap indicator based off the 5 minutes. Also at the new day opening gap, we have an unclosed gap all the way down here. I want to know 50%, excuse me, of this large range from here to here. Yesterday's, it's not yesterday's low. I'm on the 2 hour. This is yesterday's low, but I'm going off the swing. So this might have been Monday. So low of current week, and I'll put that on the chart here. I don't think we're getting all the way down here, but it doesn't hurt to have the levels ready to go. A couple of swing points. So let's look at our session model. Session model, we are low to high outside, so we're an expansion model. Given that we're in an expansion model, meaning this is London's range, took out Asia's range. This takes out the low of Asia, comes all the way up. Let's go to regular trading hours right quick. Regular trading hours. So pre-market, we pushed up to right around this midpoint. Nothing from regular trading hours I see that's so important for us to try to come back up here for. I mean, there's some inefficiencies. This is the 5 minute. Let's look at the 1 minute. I mean, the 1 hour at least. There are some inefficiencies up here. I don't know if they're that relevant anymore because they're so far away. Let's look for a bank. Let's look for the bank value area. So it looks like news is fueling the move lower. All right. Looks like I got maybe Gino with me. Probably not sure. So let's see where I'm at in my process here. So an expansion model on the session expansion model, basically London took out both Asia's range, so AM New York could take out both London's range. So it's not out of the possibility we get a big push back up here, then we have turnaround Thursday. It's also possible that we don't have turnaround Thursday and this is a genuine trending week. Maybe we push up a whole nother day, an extra trending day. I mean, this is CPI day after all. So we could get another big bullish bar, create the outside week that I thought was possible yesterday. So this is the daily. Daily candle could continue to push up, create the outside week. Friday could be a doji. I don't think we would get that strong of a trend. There's still a lot of uncertainty, I think, in general in the world. Who knows? The other possibility for today's model would be a push back down below London's lows, give us the expansion model, low takes high, and then come back down. This down move isn't guaranteed by any stretch. None of this is guaranteed, but you're just trying to pick the likelihood of what's going on. So based off of my data on Thursdays, a little dog fighting the cat, you know how it is. On Thursdays, when the low, when London takes Asia's low first, then takes the highs, you got a 52% chance that it's an upside model, meaning price is just going to go up and not return to London's lows. You have a 26% chance that London pushes down. Let's add to the analysis that we're above the new week opening gap. So this is the new week opening gap, meaning the week is bullish. We're above it. 61% chance that we're pushing higher here. So, and anything is still possible at this point. We haven't really taken, so we have taken yesterday's high. Let's say previous day's high has been taken. So the an upside model is now 72%. So we have a 72% probability that 72% probability that we're going up and we're not returning to here. Let's see, what is 50% of this range? 50% of that swing was there. 50%. Let's see here. So we got the gap lower. Regular trading hours. Above, nothing too snazzy. This is a interesting swing low on the regular trading hours. We still have this big gap from yesterday. I'll draw this in here as a, let's go, open range gap. Let's take off the extensions. Just helps us know where we're at. So by the time we're coming back here, we know we're starting to fill this open range gap. These are the quadrants of it. Just kind of give us a, like mile markers. All right, and now let's look at the moving averages. It looks like spaghetti. So I like to start without the moving averages based on the 2-minute chart. They're not as powerful as the 5-minute, and then also the 200 based on the 1-minute. 20 period is definitely trending down. Chopping around the 200, which is going flat. This is pointing down too. This is not necessary anymore. Let's see, let's type up our plan now. Let's go ahead and put this on the screen. All right, let's type it up based on the 15-minute chart here. So, analysis. Possible TT, which is turnaround Thursday. Possible turnaround Thursday. Expansion session model. 72% H1, which is a high one, meaning we just take the high of London, and that's it. Let's see. Return to new day opening gap and other closely located landmarks highly, I'll say very likely. My plan. I want market open 7:45. Market opens in 45 minutes. What are the absolute highest probability trades? Bouncing off of yesterday's high to test the top of this channel is not the lowest probability I've ever seen. This is a 15-minute chart. So taking this wick out, because this is essentially a doji, sideways, went up, came back, went down, came back, and we're holding above the 200. So on a lower time frame, this is ugly price action though. I don't generally like to look at this. We're chopping around the moving averages. So I'm definitely going to wait. As a general rule of thumb, best setups will be short from London high, long from London low. Low risk pre market. I'm going to say low risk pre open trigger. Because if I get a trigger to go in one direction that looks really clean just before market opens, you are in position to make easy money. The risk is highly asymmetrical. Let's see here. It's going to be much lower. And we want the charts to be like that. Let's see live. All right. Other game plan, other high probabilities will be pull back to 20 SMA. This level here, just below. This is London's low, but this is the last regular trading hours swing low. So people that just come in, they use regular trading hours, they look at the after hour market data. This is what's going to be relevant to them. All right, hydration. All right, let's see here. It's really tempting to make this stream live, but I think probably I'm just going to hmm. So we got a new brand here. We got a new branding situation going on. Let's see here. Centered. Yeah. Let's actually flip. There we go. Boom. Let's see. Wow. There we go. Now my stream's futuristic. You get it because I trade futures. Watch. Watch the little thing at the bottom of my screen. Best wife. Can you turn that light back on, please? Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Complete daily report card. Sleep. Gotta go with a 4 out of 5. Mood. Gotta go with a 5 out of 5. Distractions. None, so 5 out of 5. Prep list. Yes. 4.7 readiness out of 5. Let's go all the way. 8:15 New York time is when I started. Weekly goal is still learning to not touch orders. I'm expecting today's price action to be good. Um, Today I am attempting to pass an Apex challenge that I forgot to cancel that I had and I already paid for, so I might as well go for it. This is my current plan. I'm ready to start pushing buttons. After I pray and breathe here, I'm going to post my game plan. Um, Given the random nature of the market and that I'm trying to essentially pass um, a prop firm challenge in one day, I will need luck. Turn around Thursday, so I'm not going to go on tilt or cry or do anything. If I lose, it's no big deal whatsoever. Um, the name of the game is 100% managing yourself, trading yourself. And the best way to do that I've found, is constantly manage the risk and then congratulate myself for controlling the risk. Because I still am a developing trader and there's no need for me to swing for the fences. Um, Actually, like you just swing normal, and if you connect with the ball perfectly, you're gonna hit it out the park. So I'm just gonna keep taking my swings. All right, I do need to figure out what I'm gonna go for though in terms of how to pass this in one go around. If I try to go for 30 points, if I go for 30 points on an NQ in one trade, that's 30 points should be either $60 or $600. 10 points is 200 bucks. So 30 points is 600 bucks. 600 bucks. 5 contracts. 5 times 6 is 300. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for 30 points. Ten points is 40 ticks. Let's see. London session. Hi, Gino. You listening right now? I can show you on my screen right quick. Sweetie? Adler.
I'm watching this. Should I watch that?
Notice I'm using all this. Thank you. Let me see. Let's see. Someone is watching here. Oh, gone again. Let's see. Just type this up right quick. Asia. Make it black. One, two, three, four. London. Let's see, upload file. Are cannibalized by each other. Let's see. So perfect there. So my plan, low risk pre-open trigger, short London high or long from London low, pull back to 20 SMA. We're chopping right now. We took this high from the 15 that I said we would, that it looked like we would want to take, and we reversed perfectly from it. Inside down close, sell that. It's working in your favor here. All right, so for my orders, I'm gonna, I need 120 ticks. It's the easiest way to do this. I can go for what is realistic. 20 points. I wanna hit 20 points. 20 points is 400 bucks. 4 goes into 38 times. Need my calculator here. Let's see something. 3,000 divided by 20. That's how much 1 point is. I need 150 points. And I want to capture 20 at once. 150 divided by 20. 7.5 contracts. Seven and a half contracts. If I'm going for 80 ticks. £15. 3,000 divided by 300. That's easy. 10 contracts. Oh man, if I go for 60, just to be safe, 2 ticks. Stop loss basically doesn't matter necessarily because I'm just going to try it in one trade. We'll name this Apex 10. I mean, does it make sense to try to make it in one trade, or should I trade a normal day? All right. What would give me the best chance of making $300 with micros on a normal day? With micros, if I wanted to hit $300 on a normal day, and I want to give myself the best chance, I would trade like normal, and I would try to trade probably 3 micros. So I should trade, just to up the risk a little bit, probably 4 minis. Trade like normal and see if I get what I'm out to get. Also, I want a 60-60 here. 60 ticks target, 60 tick stop. Let's see here. Let's see, close. How do I see this stream? I want to see if I have a chat. Let's open. Let's open the link here. Can we? And there's a chat. There is a chat box now. That's kind of great. How about that? Tempted to make this go live just to get the practice in and to start seeing if people want to watch Rock Trade Futures. I was curious about it. Concurrent views, 2 people watching, so probably Brian Maybe Jim. What's up, Jim? Is that you in there? Current views, 2 people watching. So thanks for explaining it. You got it. Jim, what's up, Jim? Is that you in there? Thanks for explaining it. Probably my dude Brian. All right. Just for fun, I'm gonna make this stream live for real and see if any random people want to watch me try to pass this challenge. The main focus that I gotta have today and in my trading in general, and this goes for every human that tries to trade, is patience. Just because I'm great at a few things doesn't mean that I'm great at everything on a chart. And I need to be patient and learn, you know, learn basically. Let's see, what is this? Unlisted. Let's go public. Publish. All right. Stream is public. Oh, you know what I gotta put, bro? I have to put a little disclaimer type of scenario, I think, huh? Just gonna put not financial advice or something like that, I think. In case somebody gets it twisted up in here. Financial advice. And I'll put a freaking explanation point and all that good stuff. Not financial advice. Boom. So, sorry, this is kind of boring for y'all if you're watching me do this right quick. Just give me one quick second. I'm about to start trading here in just a minute. I'm looking for market opens in 23 minutes at this yellow line. I'm going to be looking for a look at this, beautiful inside down close yellow bar. Sell the close of that per Geno style. You get paid. Stop goes right above this. So right when this bar closes yellow, your stop goes there. You're working with 5.5 points of risk. Obvious first target is there. Over a 2-to-1 risk reward and 0 drawdown. They don't all work that way, but I mean, obviously, here's another one. Sell the close of this. Stop goes just above that. My target would have been half of this inefficiency here. So let's see. Save. And this, browse. Let's see. And we are open. Okay. All right, good. Not financial advice. Rock trades futures. Looking good. This is not financial advice by any stretch. You will lose all your money. Do not copy anything I do. This is literally for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. Full stop. Do not follow any traders. Just don't copy people. Learn how to trade. That's my recommendation. Uh, that's what I do, and that's the only way to do it. Let's see here. So, all right, I'm all done. I'm ready to start trading. I just have to thank God for this opportunity. Ask for his protection and his guidance. Nothing's possible without the Lord. Thank you. Okay, little stretch and some breathing right quick, and we're gonna push some buttons here if we get a chance. Come on. Go. All right. Let's see. One quick moment here. Both of these moving averages are flat, which is good for a great upcoming move. It's not good for predicting the direction of the move. We are above these moving averages. Um, so slight leaning towards the upside. Also, I think if I had to choose a play for the market today, if I really had to, I think we could push up at open and then fail on the day. That is literally speculation. That's the definition of speculation right there. It is informed though. Intelligent speculation. I am gonna take a quick bathroom break right quick. Get ready. Market's gonna open in dang 8:12. Market's opening in 18 minutes. I like the 8:25 marker. Well, 9:25 New York. So 5 minutes before the market, I like to. A lot of times they'll tip their hand. They'll try to front run the open to get a better price. So a lot of times if you'll see the market will push just right here, and sometimes that creates a trigger for me to get in with very little risk, and then I try to get break even right before the market opens. So I'm in the market with zero risk. Market opens. A lot of times it kicks me out, but a lot of times you just get paid right away too. So I will try to do that, but I'll be right back. All right, I am just about as prepared as I can possibly be. Nothing can really mess with me at this point in time. I'm basically invincible. Um, the market can do anything. Even on a perfect day, the market is going to be frustrating. The nature of trading is for it to be frustrating. 50% of this range, um, if it touches here, top of this downward trend channel, if I get a low risk short before the market to where I can get break even right quick, I will definitely take that. Trigger has to be clean. That's basically the one thing I need to do all day. Just make sure the trigger is clean. If I do that, I'm going to be happy with any outcome. Here's a beauty for you. Here's a couple of beauties. Right there, purple bar, perfect bottom. Buy the close of this. A little bit of drawdown. 4 points of drawdown. Then it goes to your favor. First target is the obvious target is here. Excuse me. Pardon me, I have a little yogurt. I'm gonna just get some sugar up in my brain. Organic yogurt, local honey, organic blackberries, scrambled eggs for breakfast, 15-minute HIIT workout, 20-minute nap. What more can I do? Review the charts all the way down from the weekly to the daily. 8 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour. This is actually interesting. Turn this off right quick. We're touching this imbalance and then kind of pushing up. And that reminds me something that I wanted to do. I wanted to find the institutional um, I still like this level. I like this level for institutional value line. Price super consolidated, then started to hold below it, just touched it, and then failed hard. Used it all day yesterday, basically. I think this was the first one that I used. Anyway, price was definitely using it yesterday, right here, chopping around it, kind of bouncing off of it. So I could see us returning to this at some point today. That's a little bit of an older one. And let's see the most recent. I mean, this is an obvious consolidation here. Let's go to a 5-minute. This line coincides. So that's the line that I just drew. It coincides with London's lows. All right, so target hit on this trade idea. Let's see, 819. 819. Boom. Short idea I had is coming up. Want to be ready to enter here. Pre-market, low risk. Question is do I want to try to use bracket orders today? Because one runner could pass this account for me. So maybe I will do that. I'll take 4 at my prearranged target of Well, let's go 60, 60, 60, 60, save. 60, 60. I'm going to take 4 off at 60. I'm going to have this one target on my runner further away. And I'll keep my stops all at 60 ticks. So I'm using a 30. That's kind of a lot. 300 bucks per contract, so 1,500 bucks. So I'm kind of basically giving myself one trade. Hmm. This is looking like a nice reversal here already. It's exactly the reversal that I wanted. Very nervous to trade this size on this account. I just need to stick to my plan and not worry about the outcome. It's tiny risk. Pushing up. 15-second chart. Reversal is in. Doji on the 30-second. 1-minute chart. Depends on how this closes. I just don't trust it yet. You know, I don't want to be in too much of a rush. And another thing to look for is the initial imbalance on the day. Be higher probability than that. And if I only got one bullet, I mean, let's make it a freaking, let's try to make it a layup. Let's try to take a layup right here. Plan, low risk pre-open trigger. That's currently what I'm waiting for. Short London high, short or long from London low. Pull back to the 20 SMA. That's this. So if we push up, come back here, touch the 20 SMA, I might be interested in it. Inside down close bar. I like this as a better trigger than that. Okay, so now we're already getting away. This risk is going to be too high on this many contracts. Want it to be a little nicer. I'll need this. Open is the open is about to happen. I need to treat every single trading day like this, like it's a freaking Super Bowl of trading, so that I'm always just totally ready to rock. Let's see. Let's see live. Well, I'm just searching, live NQ Scalping just to see. What's coming up. Let's click on live here. Just also looking at the thumbnails people create for this stuff. They look pretty elaborate and fancy. Mine's pretty basic. I made it in like 20 seconds just this morning. Literally started the stream and then, or opened the streaming software, made it and turned it on. Man, somebody's just spamming these. Oh, those are individual pairs. NQ live trading. Put my name in it. Let's see if it'll even come up. Well, they're definitely not promoting whatever it is I'm doing on here currently. It's my first ever live stream. All right. Stream is not going to be a distraction. This is 825 is kicking off inside down close bar currently in effect. Would be sad for me not to have caught any of this. This is pretty efficient top. There's no easy place to get in with very low risk. This is a trigger. Second chance, first chance, second chance, lower high reversal. Only thing I like about this is how small the risk is. Candle doesn't look that great. The body's a little too small. And there's zero wick on the downside, and that's actually an inefficiency to the upside. So selling that is not the easiest thing to do. However, it is currently working, and this is kind of within the plan, and it's right in my trade plan. Low risk pre-open trigger. I'm just not too keen on taking that trade anymore because we're right at this 50 level here, and price could go either way. I need a much cleaner trigger. So actually, a quick push down here right now, quick dump, long trigger right here, low risk long trigger right here that I can get break even on. See, that's a long trigger right there, but you know, just not in the place where I'm gonna get interested just yet. And there's no guarantees. Price does not have to give you anything. Doesn't owe you anything. The market is a force of nature. It is unencumbered by your wants and desires and needs. It does not know or care about you. All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's a better looking reversal candle right here. And I like that this pushed up, took out some of these guys and pushed back down. Let's get some volume going here. Decent volume. That's not a bad short, actually. I'm just not super pumped to take the risk, but this sell in the close of this bar was not too bad. But what did I say? I wanted it to push down and give me a long trigger right before open, somewhere around here. So 50% of the last swing leg down before we pushed up and broke these highs is there. You know, this is like my wish list. It does not matter. It's a price, obviously. And we are getting ready to gap up, I believe. We're definitely gapping way up. Let's go to a 5-minute. We're getting ready to gap up substantially, so could be an easy take profit sell off at the open. Market opens in basically 1 minute. So still inside down on the 5-minute. That is a short trigger. But do I trust it right before open? No, 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 I do not. The fact that we haven't pushed down here is very telling, though. The fact that we haven't pushed down here is very interesting. So I'm just going to be patient at this point. I'm going to wait for, unless you just get the most magical long trigger miraculously right here. Yeah, I'm not going to gamble the open right now. Yep, market is a little indecisive. No clean push down at the open. All right. Yeah, I was thinking open would definitely want to at least take this. Um, so who knows what is what. currently regular trading hours. Let's get our opening range gap on the chart. There we go. Back to electronic trading hours. 5-minute chart. Actually got a 30-second. Let's see something here. Sorry, just getting the right charts pulled up over here. All right, so we immediately rebalanced this on the 1 minute, came all the way down, came all the way back up, rebalanced this almost perfectly. And now we're slicing through the 20 like butter, kind of. Yesterday's high, right here. That's a fun long to play for a reaction, but no trigger, no trade. Moving averages, all three of them are looking flat. So what that tells me, wow, my computer's struggling to print 3 moving averages. I'm streaming and I got several charts open. So 20 slightly turning up, this one's slightly down, a little conflicting. This one's basically flat. So I'm kind of treating them all basically as flat. Except the 20 does have a nice kind of first upward pushing angle. So we took this little low. It's not nothing. We're touching the 200. All right, so we're cutting through this stuff like butter now. All right, let's see. Higher time frame chart, 15-minute is looking bearish. Huge bearish candle. I mean, this is beautiful. Inside down close on the 5-minute. If you have the cojones to just sell that, that's your trigger. And the risk is surprisingly small. From here to there is not even 6 points. But still, it's a gamble. It is a gamble. So do we have our initial imbalance created on the 1-minute here? 15 seconds to tell us. That's it there. Let's see. Took this swing just now. And yep, we got our initial imbalance has been printed. So now I'm going to be pretty much on a 15-second chart here on out. I said that I like a long from London lows here. You got the new day opening gap, closing the open range gap, gap from the 5-minute, midnight open, regular trading hour swing is this line. So there's a lot of areas to play a bounce from here. Turnaround Thursday is already looking like it could be a thing. We do have a pretty clean long trigger here, right at the sweep of this liquidity. Break, retest of the 200, and the first test of the open initial imbalance. This is kind of a fun short. I did say pull back to the 20 SMA is in my plan. So I could, in theory, get short somewhere here. I would need a glorious trigger. Not going to just push any buttons randomly today. So I am going to click this sell button, then this sell button. So sell, sell. It'll put me in 5 contracts, and I'll have a trailer on one, a runner on one, I mean. So we're in initial imbalance. Here, this is the first imbalance created on the 1 minute chart. That is not a trigger that I like. Location is perfect, not the trigger. Let's see here. Also like complex pullbacks more than simple ones. So this is just simple, just up and pull back. I don't like it as much as A, B, C, pullback. And we're still just close enough to the open where we could get a big V, just big down, big up. This could be manipulation. We could be going for London high still. Kind of basically chopping around the 20. One thing I definitely want to put on my chart now that I'm thinking about it is what was yesterday? Where is CPI? Here we go. I want an anchored VWAP to CPI. That is right around here. Is anchored volume weighted average price anchored to CPI news hour. Actually, that was the 15-minute. Yeah, that's perfect. So on the 1 minute, you got a nice reversal printed here. It's currently still working. 30-second, you got kind of this is more of a doji. And initial imbalance is holding along with the 200. But nothing too super high probability for me yet. So we sweep this high. We sweep these highs if, actually the 5 minute looks like it's good to go. I don't think we need a return here. And actually, we're deep enough back. We've already retraced this leg enough to where it makes a long move way less, a return here way less probable. Micro double bottom, long trigger here. Very interesting. Decent volume too. Super patient today. I want the cleanest, easiest, prettiest trade I ever seen. Actually, now to think about it, I might not even take a trade. If it isn't the cleanest, just about prettiest trade I ever did see. All right, creating a wedge pattern, guys. Wedge pattern breakout. I like this failed wedge pattern breakout. You bump your head up against these two moving averages, take these guys out, kind of hold this initial imbalance. That's what we're seeing here. A little bit tricky. It's a low, almost a low risk trigger right there. ATR is currently 18.2. That's ticks on the 15-second chart. So, let's see, ATR. All right, boom. See that wick right there? right at that moving average, that is a type of entry. You enter when this wick is created and just put your stop right there. It's very, very, very aggressive. But you gotta have some tools in your toolbox, right? Like if you like the sweep of this and you think it's coming back down, where's your best price? In this wick. So if you don't have a trigger that says sell that wick, you're never getting your best price, which is kind of sad for you, you know. So we're above we're above the initial imbalance now. We got these nice looking relative equal lows here, almost like a type of inducement. Um, what we could be getting ready to do is not super obvious to me yet. So I'm not even going to have my finger on the mouse currently. A pull back to initial imbalance, high of yesterday, with a super clean trigger is a half decent trade, honestly. That's 50% is coinciding with the 200. Um, but it's not a layup. I want a layup. I'll be right back. Going to get some supplements right quick. All right, this makes more sense to me. We closed below the initial imbalance on the 15-second. We held the 200 period moving average based on the 1 minute chart. That's this white line. And now we are pushing back towards these relative equal lows, which I said look tasty. All this looks tasty. Midnight open, close the gap, new day opening gap, open range gap, anchor value and VWAP, regular trade now. I mean, it's just all the landmarks are down here. The party's down here. So let's go party. That's a cliffhanger. Up close bar just before really clean liquidity target. So tickled the toes there. We're already more than 3/4 of the way filling in the open range gap. 50% retracement of this leg. For a short somewhere right here to finish these people off is kind of clean. But I don't know why it would take too much time taking this. Like, I mean, you might as well just go down there. But I'm not going to gamble on this. Like, because it's probably going to go, but when, I don't know. We could get a big retracement up right quick. Also, we could be getting some kind of seek and destroy price action here. Take the lows, take the highs, take the lows, take the highs. So, really got to be patient. I want a lay up. So now we're getting to some of my area of interest. This gap, midnight open, midday opening gap. I'm going to start tracking 50% of this leg. This is my job, to track 50% levels, legs. This quadrant line is kind of interesting for now. This line is, it's fine. Whew. Let's see. Want to be ready to get long here. I mean, it could happen. Want to be ready to get long here. That is long as in buy. New day opening gap. That is a trigger. Ooh, I don't like that close though. I waited for the close and it created kind of a doji, which wasn't the best for me. I like the pin bar that's forming on the 1 minute. I don't know how to get in with low enough risk to make it, it's not a layup. This is not a layup by any stretch. This little reaction from the area makes sense. It is an interesting area probably for a lot of people, but you ain't catching me off guard. Yep, see exactly. Boom. Got him. I think we're coming down somewhere right around here. Who knows? Turnaround Thursday, so do I want to be playing along? I mean, I might want it to push down and play a bounce off of this, or if anything, wait for a pullback now to get short. Yeah, I really have to ask myself, do I want to be in a long trade? You got to be yourself. I'm contrarian. My strategy is a tour guide. We're at a landmark. If we get a reversal signal, and it's time to roll, we roll it. This is pretty clean. Forget why I colored it green. Um, too small of a time frame and too small of a candle and too close to all this other good stuff. So anchored volume VWAP. Boom, right at it. That is a sexy trade. But I need a trigger. Inside up close candle disappeared. So no trigger there. Taking out the regular trading hour swing. And let's see here. Man, you really think, dude. You just gotta really think, bro. If anything, you gotta think short. You want to start thinking go short, bro. Said this was a sexy long right from this line. This is a cool technical area that you see respected all the time. But now we're chopping new day opening gap, so I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. And what I want to see, probably a break lower, and hold. Especially if we don't bounce from this at all. I mean, that's just weird because this is on a daily. This means we're going, the candle's flipping negative on a daily. So, pardon these moving averages on here. Pin bar negative on the daily. Where could we be going? Like I said, close this gap. Could be going to close that gap, which is here. Coinciding with that 50% level. Looks like we broke lower. Nope, I'm just holding here. Um, Interesting short from the top of the new week opening gap there. That's not a trigger, but if the candle had stayed really small, you can take it short and define your risk right there. I'm trading five. I'm going to try to trade five uh, minis. So my risk is just massive for this account. I'm just trying to pass this eval. Um, but I still want to keep my risk super small. I want to trade my normal style. I do need luck and I want luck, but I don't want to trade based on luck. I'm going to trade my normal. I'm not creating bad habits. So initial imbalance, 50% of the swing. Kind of want to see some bounce, but I mean, maybe not. Really. There's a reversal on the 1 minute and the 30-second right here. This it's still working. So it's not nothing. We could see a push here right at the top. Small candle could see a push here. I still want to get short though. Just instinctively would like to be short from somewhere around here. Let's go ahead and use this now. Take this angle, stick it on that. That's a little, I guess, something. This is going to be tapping into an imbalance on the 1 minute here when we take this line. If we take this line, um, this is the 50% leg of the swing. Let's get 50% of the entire opening range. Let's coincide with 50% of the current open range gap. So this is a type of reversal that is working. It is bouncing off the new day opening gap. Already kind of told you what I think. Initial imbalance, high of yesterday, 20 period, pull back to the 20 SMA. I should take it. Clean, tiny risk, super clean, layup short off of the 50% range. Taking this out has to be interesting. Unless this retraces a little too much, because then it's going to sort of spook the longs. So I want to see it bounce here. 50% of this swing, I want to see a bounce, and I want to see it come up here so the longs can kind of, you know, not kind of be on to what's really happening, or what's about to happen, I should say, which is um, strong opinion loosely held that we're going short today. All right, well, I want to see a reversal here. Normal day, I probably would take this trade. Yep. All right. Normal day, I would probably take this trade long. I don't mind this as a pullback. Long move here. But not in a rush. Just enjoying the moment. Super hydrated. Life is great. Super hydrated. Life is great. Stuck sideways here for a bit. That's fine. I think probably a lot of people are a little wondering what's in store for us. I mean, you gotta love this level though, right? And this level called it perfectly to the almost to the tick. So And that is regular trading hours. Well, all right, here we go. Little ABC, which I like. Right back to the new day opening gap inside up close bar. Great long trigger if you're in the market for holding a long position, which I'm not too keen on. Although, like I said, I want to short from up here. Otherwise, I'm not too sure. This is London lows. I said I would take a long from London lows. Institutional fair value. Long from right around here is in my plan. Well, what am I here to do? Follow my plan. Do I like it? Not really. Is it a layup? I'll tell you when I see it. If it's really small risk, right perfectly in line with my plan, then it's a layup. Because all the thinking's done. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go take a leak right quick and just hopefully I'll have a trade when I come back. Alrighty. Let's see here. Going on. Inside down close, short trigger. Price failing to get above this, so finding some kind of fair value situation here. This is point of control currently on the day. Value area low currently on the day. It's right in the middle of the new day opening gap. Still want to see a long trigger here, and I want to see this taken out. And then I want to get a short from up here. But it looks like price is just a little too heavy. 15-minute just looks like it's about to roll over. So we're looking still willing and able to follow game plans. Another tip tap here and up Daisy possible. So this is the thing. If we're about to have a short trend day to the downside, I want to try to get in a trade, 5 contracts, take 4 off at my profit target and have a run on a trend day. And I want to take that one last contract to take me to the promised land. All right. So my plan tells me to get interested in the long here. But I need a trigger, and this looks extremely bearish. This is a decent short, But how do you trust it when you have this liquidity right above? Hard to do, but the market has kind of been like that lately because it's just weak. Don't trust this. It's not a clean trigger. It's not a layup. Layup would be right here, especially after you take someone out. So you want to see it bounce, get some people long, take them out, boom. Also, more people short, take them out, boom, then come back. Or just a really clean layup trigger. Just a really clean, gotta get ready to be long. Inside up close, right at my level, almost just printed. Gotta be patient here, dude. It's hard because this is like the area and it's my plan and it's like we're ready to go, but I need a clean trigger. I need a really clean trigger, my guy. London is taken out. London is swept off the board. London lows. So we now all sellers in London and New York are happy. So we got to ruin their day somehow. So the question for me is, all right, we took that out. Push back down with some kind of trigger. If I can just get a long trigger here would be great. I was curious, want to see this on a 5 second. Down, up, down, higher, up, taken, a little bit pushed down. Not quite enough for my for my taste. Need a bigger retracement here. This is the area where I wanted to get long. Currently working, not super clean. This is very low risk, but it's a very ugly trigger for what I look for. Does look nicer on the 1 minute, but it's not actually a trigger. Just looks nicer in terms of longer wick on the bottom than the top. And it looks perfectly in line with this wedge. 1, 2, 3 wedge up. So makes me happy to see my interest. The fact that I wanted to get was interested in getting long here, didn't find an entry that I liked, but it worked so well is always reassuring. Is why I do what I do. It's because I do have an edge. I do know how the market likes to move. Um, that we retrace this much this fast could be a stop hunt. It could be to scare the early shorts. Um, could be a few things, but could be a few things, and it also could be to come like I wanted to see originally is take this liquidity before it really starts its genuine move lower. This is a nice looking ish reversal bar. Body's a little big, but overall the risk is too high on the 15 second, and it's closing inside the new day open gap, which I don't love. So this is what I was thinking. Maybe this is already not a good trigger or low enough risk for me to take, but another long here, like boom, boom, 50% push up to this liquidity, because now you have multiple. You just have multiple places for people to lose on the upside. So all these lines here, these 4 lines here, are just orders waiting. People want to play breakouts. They're going to buy. There's just buyers all up here. So if you know price is going way lower, which I've been suspecting, let these people buy from you. You know what I mean? At a higher price. Put a little bit of extra money in your bank. Also, you gotta want to come back to your boy up here, the 20 period. Um, so the 20 and the 20, the 200, And the good old 1 minute 200 are kind of clumped up with high of yesterday and initial imbalance. Yeah, buddy. Market is really giving turnaround Thursday vibes, meaning super bullish yesterday, and we're going to turn it around on this Thursday and go short. All right, chopping around new day opening gap. Big wick up. No trigger, no trade, nothing for me to do yet. And I'm kind of glad. I mean, I had the right perfect area picked out in my plan to get long from. Winded up being totally beautiful. Just not a clean enough trigger for me. So no regrets there. Nothing to do. Just keep rocking and rolling. Reading this market like an 8 ball. All right, so I'm expecting to push up here still. I still want this liquidity taken. I want this moving average tested. I want the shorts to feel a little heat, to sweat it out a little bit. Um, oh, see this tight range forming here at the top of the new day opening gap, and a little bit of liquidity taken. Um, could just be enough to send it lower. Really could be. Tight range, knocked out here, short trigger. That is a super tempting short, but I'm just not trusting it yet. This liquidity, just the mere fact that this is here makes this not an A plus trade. A plus setup is when our business is done and we turn it around. We have unfinished business in a major way up here, and I need a layup. Let's get rid of this channel for now. It's not helpful. Leave that for analysis later. All right. Business has been handled. We're looking for shorts. I need a trigger. 25 ticks to high. Boom, it is pretty. 30, 26. Need a trigger, no trigger, no trade. No trigger, no trade. Inside down on the 30-second form. Nothing else. We had a pin bar reversal here in the 5 minute. Uh, super small body. I think this might have been the open, close, small body. Boom. Did the deed, came back down. Let's measure 50% of this. If it's super clean, we gotta start looking at a short. Somehow we gotta think that the market could be ready to do its lower move. We just honestly we need an entry, dude. You can't push. No entry trigger means unknown risk. A clean entry trigger tells you the risk. Almost, but not quite. Almost, but not quite. Relative equal highs. Definitely don't trust this going lower just yet. 20 periods right here. Initial imbalance is right there. I don't care what happens to this account or anything regarding my trading on today. I need to be short right here. I need to be short somewhere around there. So that being said, what is 50% of this swing. I'm going to put that on there. 50% of the last up move before we broke lower. That was almost a trigger. Didn't close inside. Looking kind of choppy, but big candle, not that high a volume. Little suspicious. Little suspicious. But that it would move down on not that much volume is also kind of a type of like, hey, kind of ready to go lower. And it really doesn't matter the volume anymore. Let's see, a short from 50% of this. All right, interesting long from midnight open. And I still think we want to kind of flirt with this price up here. Um, we are right at a psych level, 21,400. 21,500 is literally all the way back up 100 points here. So my plan worked perfectly, just didn't get it triggered. No big deal. Price came and did exactly what it was supposed to do, handled its business. Re-enter a new day opening gap, given a long trigger. A, B, C, complex retracement. Possible long here. Market is heavy in general. It's just a seller's market overall. That's why I was more or less narrowed all of my long options down to just one single area, which is here. So any long from now on is lower probability than any short that I can kind of find. Um, we don't see we don't see a significant reaction to this here, and then I might have to take a short off the new day opening gap. So if it breaks here and doesn't react and breaks lower and comes back, I might have to get short here, just from a diagnostic perspective. Inside up close bar, that's not a bad trade at all. Long on a normal day, worth a shot because you're bouncing off this anchored VWAP again. And I still kind of like, you know, we're outside on the 5 minute, so it's called a mother bar. So the 5 minute, the range of this 5 minute candle is taking out the highs and lows of the previous 5 minute candle. That means we're kind of in an expansion. It's a type of broadening formation. So let's go to the 5 minute right quick. And we'll just, there. Let's go, sorry. Broadening formation. Broadening formation. Back down to the 15-second. So price is expanding, taking the highs, taking the lows. And you do have an institutional fair value here. Lower high, higher low. Middle of this is here. So break lower, break higher. Just sort of a market's just kind of choppy. Very tricky. Long from right here. All right. This is what I was saying. I want to see, yeah, you want to see the market really push up here. Because if it doesn't, you got to really start looking for a short. You really got to start looking for a short here. Inside up close bar, you want to see this trade work, but again, what I've been saying, I'm not too keen on going long. I'm way more interested, and that's a nice looking candle though, not gonna lie. the look, the size of the body relative to the wick and everything else. That's what I like to see. From a trigger, it's perfect. If I can get one of those to the short side, I'm going to click the button without even hesitating. 50% of this is somewhere right around here. Midnight open, high and new day opening gap. I got to be ready to get short here, I think. I'm not quite trusting the choppiness of this market though. And that's pretty heavy buying, 3 consecutive above average volume bullish bars, closing nearest to the top, big bodies. Very hard to go short here. Very hard to go short here. I'm gonna wait. It needs to be super clean. Let's see. I want it to the tick actually. If we're gonna take a 50%, almost to the tick, and I just need a clean trigger bar. I'm not selling this yet. I do want to get short though. I'm not all the way trusting this. We do have an expansion model too, so just for fun, let me see. There's a 12% chance that we take out the London highs now. And let's see, we can't. It can't be a high one. It can't be a high to low. So you get a 20% chance that we go up based off several factors. That's all the way back up to here, 20% chance. Okay, yeah, this is why I wasn't too ready to look for a short. Inside down close bar. Just no. No, I want a layup. I want a layup. I have the endurance and the focus and the concentration to watch this market all day like this. I'm not bored or distracted whatsoever. So we're good to go. I just have to make sure that I'm marking all the fun spots on the chart. Almost a nice looking pin bar here. Ticks to high 30. Body's too small. Just not super clean. This is okay. Body's a little small relative to the range of the candle. Candle's a little too big, and it's not sweeping a high. This low is a little bit lower than that low. That's pretty clean, but I'm not sure we're ready to sell off yet here. I really can see a return to this initial imbalance. Test this 20, break this trend line. I think maybe this is even the proper trend line there. So, yeah, I see this now. Inside down close, small risk short signal. Just not trusting it. Just not trusting it. Nope, I'm not trusting it yet. Let's see here. We do have a bear flag forming. Take this out. If we can X marks the spot on this bad boy. Time it with this bad boy. I think we get our turnaround Thursday then. Yeah. Hmm. You got to pick your shots. You got to be patient. Oh man. Normal day. Normal day, I'm going to take a short here. Normal day, it's worth it. So I'm waiting for the market to break. Trend line, tail, just could happen. Could happen. Go for a gotta go for a larger reward on that trade because it's lower probability to make it a profitable trade. Let's see. So what is my strategy? Like my general trading strategy right now that I'm using is quite literally this 20 period moving average on the 5 minute chart based on the higher time frame trend direction, which is down. Market's breaking down. Higher time frame trend direction is down. I like turnaround Thursday as a model. Come back up here, you're going to be taking liquidity, possibly, depending on how long it takes to get back up here. Um, Hitting the top of this trend line, this channel. Just like a short right here. What can I say? It could easily wick higher though, so I really have to have a clean trigger and I have to be fast with this. So first thing I'm going to do is sell, 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 stop. Need to actually make this stop a little bit closer. I need a 60-50. Let's see. 60-50. Okay, now I'll make this 50. Save. All right, so we're getting the break lower. That, like I said, this is where I wanted to sell it a little bit early. No big deal. Back to new day opening gap. 50% of this range. Price should bounce here. This is a little bit sharp, but it's not too bad. I will call this a stop hunt. Um, but no one knows. Yeah, let's see what this looks like. Let's get our 20 period here, or 2 minute chart moving averages. Okay, chopping on that, so we're not really looking at it. Market isn't caring about this one today. Clean there. Pushing off of it here. Yeah, let's get it out of here. Distraction. Oh, wrong ones. Come back. Oh, that was the 200. Where's the 20? No, that's right. Okay. All right, yeah, like I said, market should push up here. So it's not like I don't know what the market is doing, should do, and I'm not confused. It's not that I don't know what to do. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm choosing what I think is the highest probability trade of the day currently. This was a trade that I wanted, but I didn't get a trigger that I liked. And that's all good. So hopefully, by the time we get around here, I'm going to have to get aggressive. Oh, it sucks because I got to pee, and I know we could just push right here and push right back. I got to pee right quick. It's fine. All right, if I get my low risk trigger, if the trade sets up the way I'm waiting for it to set up, when I put my two orders in, I move my stop right away, but not too close. So I'm just mentally preparing to execute. Um, I'm going to sell here, stop, down. Not too tight, but get it tightened up. So back in the new day opening gap again, taking out highs, taking out lows. A lot of people sad and confused and chopped up. That's all Chop City. You are chopped from the show. That's what that's called. Let's just get rid of it all. We just appreciate the difficulty of this game for a second. Can we just appreciate trying to manage the risk in this range and or predict a direction? What is this? This is an upside down WM bat pattern. I mean, how do you do it? We're at the bottom of this trend channel now. Bottom of the channel, back to the anchored VWAP, back to the gap close. Is it ready to break lower? Are we just gonna not mess with the 20 period? The trade that I was waiting for is right at this moving average. Pushed up, couldn't get there. Taking this high out might have been enough fuel for the fire. I'm a little suspicious though. I want to try to catch the move if we're going to be in a swing. If we're going to swing lower today, like I suspect we are, I want to be in it. God willing. I just have to, you know, wait until I feel it's most likely or the highest probability for it to begin to swing. So first hour of trading is almost up. That is going to make from here to here initial imbalance, which is just something new I'm starting to look at. So currently low a day, currently whatever, based off the first hour of trading. Just have to see. Nothing to do but wait. We're just below new day opening gap, struggling to push back into it. We are at value area low. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Every trend day has to ignore these things. For a market to trend and go away, it's just basically saying, I don't care about any of these lines or levels. We're going bye-bye. I'm going to take these off the chart. Don't need this, don't need that. Say okay. Just need to look at a few less lines. I wanted to keep this on here from when I journal it, but it's pretty obvious what's going on. Get this off of here. Just try to clean this up a little bit. I like that swing, but are we still using it to the same? This area just looks choppy, sloppy, and we got midnight open close enough. Gap. I'm not interested in this gap anymore for the day currently. So what am I really interested in? I'm interested in a short from up here, for sure. I like that we would create some inducement here. Get people thinking shorts, push up, get the longs to push their stops up. They think this is support. Come back up here. Take these dudes out. Get people buying breakouts. Buy stops triggered. We sell to those buyers. At this higher price, targeting first 30 points. Hold on, man. 15 points. I should probably try to target 20 points, dude. 50, 80. Dude, I'm going 50, 80. Yeah, we're going 50, 80. I can get 20 points. 15 points is really low hanging fruit, higher probability, but I think we can do 80, bro. And this here, 80, so that's 20 points, so it's 60 points. No, 20 points, that's 30 points. I'm gonna go 40 points. All right. We're focused on the market. Pushing off new day opening gap. Again, breaking below uh, the VWAP, anchored VWAP. Value area high is right here. Nice tail bar happening on the 1 minute. Reversal on the 30-second. Long trigger forming on the 5 minute. All right. You want to see this slice up here. You really do. You want to see these guys who I'll lump together in one group now. Some of these people, they're smart, gave their stop a little room so this didn't get everybody out. So new 30-minute candle forming here. Let's just stay in form. New 30-minute candle, inside up. You got this big wick. Half of this wick is there. 20-minute. Long trigger reversal in the 20-minute. Didn't really move an average. This is the 15-minute inside up. So we got some long triggers on the higher time frames, which I like. That will push us to where I want price to go, which is this moving average. I want this actual moving average to literally trigger the algorithms and everything that uses it, which is a lot. Look what price did yesterday when it touched it. Touched, gone. See, there are a lot of failures, so nothing's foolproof. And we may have been close enough here. We'll have to see. Chop City. This is Mega Chop City. This is like Chop Suey. Kill Box. Straight up just murking them all right here. Actually really proud of myself for not pushing any buttons yet today. That in and of itself, when you take my whole journey as a developing trader into consideration, is a huge win. This really big reversal short candle is interesting because it could signal that on the 1 hour, the new 1 hour, I mean the new 30-minute candle, just put in our big wick. Now we want to break lower. Let me just watch the 30-minute, see what that looks like. Yeah, we got a little bit of an inside shooter down in the 30-minute, but Chop City, what does the little bit above average volume? Nothing too crazy yet. Big pin bar. Yeah, this is the inducement that I was saying. I wouldn't mind if they induced this level and then push up because it'll get the stops rammed up here. It'll get more buyers interested. And but we'll have to see though because in theory, based off my bias, we don't want it to take too long. We want it to break at some point. Back to the 15-second chart. And look at this. This huge down candle is scaring a lot of longs, inducing a lot of shorts. So a lot of people FOMO into this. They see this, oh, we're going. Here we go. They don't know about the new day opening gap. They don't know about all these technical levels that I have here. I don't know what they know, but a lot of people, anyway, people willing to trade this are unsophisticated. They're just going to jump in right in the middle of a kill box and go short. Are they totally dumb and wrong? No, because we do have a short bias, but I'm suspicious. And we retrace 50% of this level or more back up to somewhere around here. I want to see the push into my moving average and then break. Could see a short here. Uh, Small pin bar right at these levels. This does signal indecision, like no buy and follow through. So just low risk. Sell this right here. Just crush your stop right down. Low probability, but um, it is a type of trade that I will take sometimes. Retracement fails to get 50% of this level, showing more weakness. Come in here. Stalls just dead, stalls flat. Not a bad sell. So we tag this again, same as here when I wanted to see a push up. Again, I want to see this push up. At some point, if I'm right, I'm going to be wrong. What I mean is, I'm right about my bias. I'm going to be wrong about the entry that I want. Just a part of trading. I mean, this shit is not handed to you on a silver platter. So, pardon my French. Pin bar, reversal, take liquidity, push up. Some people will call this an order block, support. This is an institutional level here. I like this. There's like a zone that should be glowing around it. It is a line, but it's also like a really important area where once upon a time, whole lot of people agreed on price, whole lot of buying and selling took place. Um, Price bouncing here makes a lot of sense to me still. I want to see it push up here to the moving average, and then I'll get short. Other than that, I'm not really sure if I'm going to even take a trade today. Again, like I said, I want a freaking lay up. I want a layup. Boom. So if I wasn't trading this Apex eval and I didn't have 5 mini contracts locked and loaded, I would have taken several different trades probably already, and who knows how it would have played out. But this would have definitely been something I would have considered to get long on. But I'm ready to sell, 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 drag my stops. Not too tight. Sell, selling 4 here, NQ H5, NQ H5. 4 here, 1 here, so I'm going to have 1 runner. Take 4 off at 400, that'll be 1600. Then I'll have a runner to see if there's any. All right, price is literally doing what I tell it to do. Basically, that does not mean that I'm going to win my trade or any trade, or that I can even trade well. It just means that I'm having a decent time reading the market. Those are 2 different things. All right. And you need to get ready to rock and roll when this bad boy comes. So, psych level, break, retest. Not a bad long. It's also a type of cliffhanger. Last down close candle is a cliff before you take the liquidity that you almost took. All right, 50% of this range gets violated, and it's low key basically a gamble day. Yeah, so new day opening gap. That's a little bit higher volume than the last few bars. Not as high volume as this bar. And this bar is the highest volume as of lately. I want to see a bounce here. Midnight open, new day opening gap. I still want this moving average to actually literally be touched. And I'm not exactly sure. See, the closer we get to it, the more times we get close to it and don't touch it. I don't really know what that does to the probability of what happens when we actually do touch it. I just know that it's trending down half decent now. All right. See, this is what I was saying. I don't want price to get too much lower than this 50% of this swing here. I'd rather see this turn into a wick of some kind. Okay. We had a big inefficiency on the 1 minute here. It's getting rebalanced. That value area low. Super clean short trigger on the 30-second. This is textbook trigger, not an A plus setup because you got the liquidity and the moving average right above it. But the trigger is textbook. There isn't another trigger on this whole chart that looks that nice. Maybe this one is about identical almost. If I could improve on it, I would make the close just a little bit lower. Nice long trigger on the 30-second and the 15 here. Coincides with rebalancing the 1 minute, and the 1 minute's putting in a long trigger off the value area low. Um, I don't want to be too stubborn and hard-headed about wanting to see this moving average touched and some of this taken out before we go lower. Like I said, at some point, if I'm right, I'm going to be wrong. If I'm right about my bias, I'm going to be wrong about waiting for a higher entry. Range bound market though, you want to be thinking long here. Inside up close bar, bottom of the range for a playback up here. Hard to do after this big move. You say big up, big down, big confusion. Look at this. Higher low, lower high. Right here, price consolidates, goes lower, goes higher, goes lower, goes higher, goes lower, goes higher. Is it going to get lower right now and then go higher? Just a broadening formation within a broadening formation, and you have uh, a mother bar on the 30. We're inside the range on the 20, the 30. Let's see, ew, perfect depiction of today's price action is displayed here. Boom. I'm actually going to take a picture of this beauty. So it's like all things in nature. Current market conditions are temporary. Change is inevitable. At some point, these conditions are going to change from consolidation slash expansion. Essentially, we're in consolidation here um, to distribution. So books are balanced. Bookmakers are happy. in this area. They're just making the spreads up and down. Uh, Everything's honky dory. This is another way to let a moving average to hit a moving average is you can go to it or you can let it come to you. So if you run away from a moving average, then go sideways, moving average is just coming to you. So we've been sideways, moving average is coming to us. And it's actually not a bad thing that it's further away from the 200 because now I think there's less of a temptation for price to wick through it all the way up and hit the 200. Um, Bear flag. Liquidity taken. I want to see. I really do still want to see price come up and touch that moving average. I'm waiting all morning for it. No big deal. I mean, any outcome today is already a win. I love the discipline, patience. I love that how I'm able to read the market right now. Um, I've greatly mentally rehearsed my trade and planned my trade. So when it comes, I'm going to take it. And the outcome is none of my business, actually. Executing my plan, following my process, that is my business. And business is good. Two views. Oh man, somebody came and viewed. Somebody came to view. What's up? Let's see. I need to have my P&L on the screen. Huh? That's what people like to see, huh? Huh? That's what y'all like, huh? Is he making money? Does he know how to make money? This guy don't know how to trade. This guy can't trade. I mean, guys, bear flag, breaking lower. I called it. Ain't. All right. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Everyone get ready. For what? No one knows. Can rip right back up. I still like turnaround Thursday. I like it to go lower. Am I willing to forego my 20 period moving average trade plan? Actually, yeah, I probably am. Um, will my feelings be hurt if I take a short trade off this 50? Um, and it doesn't work, and then the 20 period moving average trade does work? Yes, that will not be fun. Are there any decisions I can make that will allow me to avoid something that isn't fun? Nothing. There's no decision. It's not possible. Um, Literally everything you do has the potential to be not fun. Except take a super clean trigger, like if it's the cleanest trigger I ever seen in my whole life, and I take it short, like then I'm happy. I'm good. Okay, 50% of this mother bar swing, it's a mother bar on a higher time frame. On the 5 minute, you can say 5 minutes is the mother bar of this 50%. Boom, fail. How you doing? What? It's pushing back up? No way. I thought we were going down. It's a giant candle on big volume. What are we doing? This market's bullshit. No way. Welcome to NQ Futures. Dude, you know what I just realized? I have a whole catalog of amazing music that's my own music that I own the copyrights to that I can just play. I just realized that. What is this? A 1 minute chart? We got an inside up long trigger. What's this line candle looking like? Line chart. 2 hour line charts looking kind of nothing too interesting. Looks like we got an uptrend on the 30 minute. Um, Looks like we're in an uptrend on the 30 minute, but really just a bear flag on the higher time frame, if you ask my opinion. Um, does it make sense to draw channels on this line chart? Let's see here, just for fun. Let it play out. Didn't take this low, huh? Doesn't that? I mean, that's suspicious, right? Like you just like want it to go down there, or did the wick take it? Because let's remember, yeah, it was a wicks. So this line's only drawn off the close, and the wick is the low. So it's all good. Let's see here. So I'm not watching that. It just looks terrible and kind of fun to look at, right? So got him. Everyone at Chase priced and sold right here. Got him. Can you even believe the level of discipline and patience that is achievable in life? Can you even believe it? I'm hitting sell, I'm hitting sell, I'm moving my stops. Price touches this moving average. What choice do I have? Not a whole lot. We got liquidity just waiting to come. I think you know what it is? I think I'm about to take the trade that I'm waiting on, and then I get nervous, and that makes me have to pee. And then I'm nervous that I have to pee and I'm going to miss my trade, so then I have to pee even more. So I think in this case, I can execute without going to pee because I think this can spiky reverse. I guess sadly you do have to be mindful of this liquidity, but I'm not going to be too curious about it. All right, we're pushing back down. I will go use the bathroom if we push back down. All right, I like that. It's not pushing out too far, kind of consolidating, holding up here. What I thought and hoped would be the case. Just making straight lines jagged. Shout out to ICT. Yeah, I'm curious, like, where are all the viewers at though? This is like great entertainment. Plan. Low pre-risk open trigger trade. Did not happen. Short London high, long from London low. Played out perfectly, didn't get an entry. Pull back to 20 SMA. That's currently what I'm waiting on. Generally looking for shorts is not a terrible idea currently. All right. There's a whole lot of liquidity above all this nonsense. So a lot of people are going to be buying up here. Sell stops, buy stops, and breakout trades. So like this long entry on a normal day, tiny risk in accordance with my basic uh, idea and right off this level. Only thing is obviously it's dead center of this noise kill box. So you lose it and you feel dumb. No way around it. Meaning you take that trade and you lose, you just feel dumb for taking it. Which is it? Does that make it a bad trade? Kind of, because you can't afford it from a mental capital perspective. So even it's a low risk monetary, you doing something that feels dumb mentally is high risk. Intellectual risk. Mm, 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 mm-hmm. I might have fun designing me some like uh, cool whatever like trading thumbnails. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Who's still live? Day trading live, futures trading. 17 watching, 13, 1K live, 1.6K watching trades by Matt. How's trades by Matt doing?
5 point stop there. And get on out of here.
P&L
Ending slightly green. I'm gonna see what 1030 brings
105.
us.
Yeah,
Take
good
a
for you,
1030.
dude. Slightly green on this day is pretty great.
After I move around a little bit, I need to like stand up and
Subscribers
move
only mode.
and clear the head. If we can get out of this range, I'll.
Good job. I can't be getting distracted. My actual trade is coming up. Rock trades futures, except my whatchamacallit isn't. That's a little bit sad. All right. This is actually my trade right here. I got to focus. Get that out of here. So I need a trigger. Don't need this. Definitely need a trigger. Inside down close. Liquidity just above. It's not A++, dude, amazingly. It's just not. And I don't want to force it because I know it's not. Um, it's not bad. There is actually still no trigger. I would rather this get taken out or some higher time frame wick or some more obvious trigger. So here we go. This is a trigger and it's printing on the 30-second. I like this a little bit better as the start of a reversal. Low risk here. Top of the channel. Something just feels fishy, like we want to come up a little bit higher. On a super choppy day, see how we did the moving average here? On a super choppy day, see we already kind of sliced through it. That's not really the look I was going for. Now that we've taken this, I like it a lot better. But what about this? Let's see. The volume is picking up heavy to the upside. Top of the channel, off this moving average. Initial imbalance is up here with the 200. Very hard not to take a short in this area, right around here. I'm going to do it if I get it. All right, so wick up.
Order filled. Order filled.
Give myself a little room. Gonna try to go to break even. How soon?
Order
Stop
cancelled.
I don't know what happened. I got somehow.
Order
Stop
cancelled.
What the shit? How'd I lose 80 points? How? Literally, literally what just happened there? I don't know, but somehow the God saved me because I lost $80. This wick down. Where did I get out at? How did I get taken out break even? That is just bizarre. All right, well, another short trigger here. Short on the 1, short on the 30. Pretty nice push up here. Kind of want to see it touch the 200 up here in the initial imbalance. Surprising strength here. Well, I basically executed my plan and somehow only uh, $75 trading 5 minis. I don't know how that happened, but that's good risk management. What happened? Yeah. Let's see. This is suspicious. This is suspicious. Like I mean, suspicious in that it could be an actual full sweep of this range. There's always some uncertainty, and the mind could be trying to talk me out of it. So look at this. What's the volume look like there? Pretty decent push-up volume. Uh, mmm, mmm, Hard not to sell this pin bar, but it's more of a doji. It's more of a doji sideways. It's not. It's not really a shooter. It's at the top of the channel. Initial imbalance. 200 period moving average. Super strange price action here. Actually, did not see such a powerful push up in the cards. 15-minute imbalance. Let's measure this just to see. Boom. All right. Fully rebalancing the initial imbalance. High of yesterday. Gotta be thinking short here. Inside down close bar. Almost sold it there, but I'm being disciplined and I'm waiting for the close, and it closed down. The risk is acceptable, but it's not a clean trigger that I look for. I love the level and I love going short up here. It's a clean trigger on a 1 minute forming now, though. Very hard trade to take, but I think I gotta take it because if it's that clean on the 1 minute and I don't take it, I might really regret not going short here. Didn't quite bump the high of yesterday though. Here, very low risk. Don't trust it yet. Don't trust this yet. This is too strong. High of yesterday is just there. And we're already back so far back up. And it's almost like we're bouncing off the 200 break retest of the 200. So, gotta adapt. Gotta adapt. And what does adapting look like? I mean, adapting might be calling off the trade. This account renews, I think, and maybe try it again tomorrow, but tomorrow's Friday. I'm just not sure here. Better pin. Here we go. So tempting to sell the high of yesterday. That would be forcing it though, because there is no trigger. I just really want to go short, so it's going to make me do something impulsive. Holding the 200 period. That is very interesting. And we're in initial imbalance. Gotta be thinking short here, right? Inside down forming on the 5 minute. Let's look at the 3 minute is a reversal. 2 minute is a reversal. 1 minute failed reversal. Yeah, you gotta be thinking short here, I would say. 50% of this, broke beneath the 200, broke beneath the initial imbalance, 50% there. Need a tiny risk reversal candle. I need a short trigger here is what I need. I'm not just going to enter short. Wick on the 5-minute looks not A plus. The fact that I'm not exactly sure what to do makes this not A plus. My A plus trade did not work out. My instinct told me not to take it, and I didn't. Or actually, I did. Remember, and I somehow got out at 75 bucks. I'll have to figure out what happened there. I thought I hit my target when it wicked down, but it's really weird. So, yeah, what we're doing here is not very clear, honestly. We'll definitely need a clean trigger to take the trade. Other trade in my plan was short from above London high, which is up here. So we get back up there, it's going to be fun time going short. Definitely will go short. All right, this is very interesting now. Always something new. The market will always show you something new. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Major inducement. Double bottom pin bars here. Pushing back up to where exactly? We don't know yet. Top of this channel, taking this liquidity. Definitely prices oversold a little bit. Dog is aggravating. No, we don't do that. No. No, ma'am. No. 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 All right, inside up close bar, right at the freaking liquidity. Oh my gosh, that would be great inducement, but I'm not going to take that. No way. I want to see this line taken. If anything, get long from 50% of this level, coinciding with the high of yesterday. So we're going to have a break and retest of yesterday's high. Initial imbalance. No one knows what is in the cards. Just got to be super patient. All right, we wicked that. Tiny risk here. Inside down close bar, tiny bar, not closing down, just barely closing down. Why I didn't sell that, I really can't tell you. The close of this bar, I should have sold. I feel like we want to go to the top of this channel. That's probably a mistake. This was probably a great low risk short right here. Yep, and the reversal is currently forming. However, %50 long this range, break and retest of yesterday's high, initial imbalance. Do I want to get short long here though? That's the question. My gosh, do I? Because where are we going? London highs? I don't want to get long. Despite all of this, I don't want to get long. 20-minute reversal is working. 1 hour reversal on the or long trigger reversal printed on the 1 hour 11 minutes ago. Right here. Right here we printed um, a long trigger on the 1 minute. This peak at the 4 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. Day is back green. So hard, dude. That's like, this is just, I like this long trigger, low risk. Bar looks really great. It looks really great for a long, actually. Equal lows, hard to trust the price won't come back to this. Just, again, not A plus. Not trading is, I would say it's frustrating, but it's actually kind of great. Because it's my job. Doing my job is great. I'll keep that channel on here for now. Looks kind of suspicious, right? Like it barely touched the channel and it's curling up. Starting to look more like a bear flag here. Pushing up is the volume there. Not stupendous volume, honestly. Only 2 minutes and 17 seconds left on the 2 minutes 17 seconds left before, basically 2 minutes left before there's a new 15-minute candle. Love this short. I love that short. Oh my god. Oh, I just can't take it right now. I don't know why. That's hard, dude. Just so much buying here. I love this short trigger. It's such low risk. Pretty decent, looks pretty decent, and it's a clean bear flag. It's a clean lower high. High, lower high. Just not quite what I've been waiting for or looking for, but I do love it. Any normal day, I'm happily selling this right here. See, I would rather currently buy possibly in here. Who knows though, dude? 15-minute has been 15-minute imbalance just got rebalanced to the tick basically. Somehow it coincides with this perfectly. This right here. Dude, snag, snag, snag. Just get rid of that. Inside down, close on the 5, bouncing off the 200. Here we are bouncing off the 200, break it down. See, love this short. I'm gonna have to really think about why I love that trade so much. I don't all the way understand it, other than what I explained, but sometimes you just get the feeling. Again, going back to what I said, this was the real beauty of a short opportunity there. All right, so taking this out, if the market really wants to act bullish, this is where it does it. Taking liquidity, pullback. This should be jet fuel for a strong market. If, however, it's a turnaround Thursday, you're going to be short from the top of initial balance and 50% of this level, which also coincides with 50% of this level, basically. I'll get rid of that for now. Too many lines. So, still somewhat. A long trigger on the 30-second and the 1 minute here. This candle looks good. It's not, didn't actually trigger. rejecting off of the 200 now. Rejecting off of initial balance here. Breaking lower. 50% of this I like for a short. I want to see it push up, rebalance this. A little bit tricky to sell this right here. Sell right there. A little tricky. That's an inside up close on the 15 second. Yeah, you want to see kind of, because it took it here. This is, took that there. So, nice pin bar.
Order filled. Order filled.
Dude, my stops are crazy right now, huh?
Order cancelled.
I don't know why I did that. I'm up $1,000, but why did my, what's up with my orders? Profit trigger 16, auto break even. Ah, no, I don't want that. I just want to stop. I just want a basic stop. Dang, that was the perfect entry too, huh? Sheesh. Waited all day to take the perfect entry and then really got to be thorough with this stuff, dude. You got to read each field all the time here. I'm in a new account. This is my first day trading this account. First day trading this account. All right, now we're pulling back to the 20 in the other direction and we're getting a clean long signal. So that is not a bad long trade. I don't know if I want to, I don't actually know how I want to trade the rest of this day here. Somehow I'm up about 1100. Auto break even is kind of cool. 16 ticks, so it goes 4 points in my favor and then goes auto break even. Well, mystery solved on my first trade. Kind of saved me there, huh? This wick put me break even. I wonder if that was I lost $75. I wonder if that was not exactly sure what that was. This was a nice entry though. This pin bar, right at 50% of this leg, rejecting kind of off this initial imbalance. And the market just showing that it's ready to break lower. Perfect trigger is being respected. Liquidity wasn't enough to send it higher. This should have been enough to send it higher if it's strong, but it wasn't. Boom. Sort of suspicious of all this bearish activity in general. It's my bias all day is short. So I got paid to take a short here. Would have liked to think that I could have maybe passed my eval had I not closed the trade. I think I saw the profit and I just snatched it. That was definitely a mistake. So now price could want to obviously chop between these moving averages. So I like that price is respecting. Let's slow it down with some of these lines here. Let's clean it up a bit. I'll leave that one in because it was relative to this entry. Considering how that first auto break even protected my account, I am now tempted to consider using them normally. Like, hey man, price goes, but I prefer to do that by discretion. I think it might be being a little lazy. All right, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Let's measure. Let's measure. Let's get 50% of this range. Let's beef it up. Price is more than 50% of the way to opposing liquidity, which is down here. Long trigger worked. Moving average failure worked. Broke through the 20. We are bouncing on, what is this level here? That is the middle of the week. Is that though? Okay, it doesn't print on the 15-second, but yes, this is the middle of the week here. And we just went down and tapped midnight open. Also, see this failure here? This trend line failure makes this higher probability. But the true trigger why I push the button, if you see it, that's called a pin bar. And from here, what I would want to see is let's try to, I'd hope to pass this eval today in one day or a third of the way there. I don't want to deviate from my normal trading too much, and it's already a little bit later in the day than what I normally trade. Bear flag. Bear flag. That's what I was saying. Bear flag, top of the bear flag, beautiful pin bar. That's why I said I love this short. When it closed, I said I love this short. I just absolutely loved it. I know it's at 50% of this range. Close enough. Closing right at the 50. Look of it is definitely good enough. Look of it's definitely good enough. Lower high, second chance. This is pretty decent. Little push down. Lethargic bounce. I was trying to hold above the 20. Again, clean short signal here. You got to be interested in it, right? If we get a clean pin bar, reversal of some kind, candle in here, you got to be a little bit interested in it at this point. See? That is right when it looked like that. If you wanted to be aggressive, that's kind of where you get in where you fit in. But I prefer to trade the close. I really do. It would have paid off here possibly. Stop would have held. I mean, best place for you to stop probably would have been. I mean, the best place would have been above the moving average up here. With these entries, you're more looking for a reason to take action. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm going to take this opportunity of being up, and I'm going to try my luck again tomorrow. All right, peace out.